There's a poignant moment in John Harrington's account to Brent Friedman of what he says he was told. He wept for his daughters because of what he was told about this secret. And I do caution people, there are ontological shocks, I'm told, in what we may be being about to be told. I'm sceptical that the government's got the moral courage to reveal the full extent of this secret. It's going to be very interesting as the rollout happens, if indeed it does happen over the next few months, to see what we are told. Because there are people, not John Harrington perhaps, but there are people in the legacy program who are waiting to see what the Trump administration is going to do about disclosure. And if they don't deal honestly with the public, there will be catastrophic disclosure. I can promise you that.
Sends to Peter Thiel, Brexit, just the beginning. Peter Thiel responds, of what? And Epstein goes, return to tribalism, counter to globalization, amazing new alliances. You and I both agreed zero interest rates were too high. And as I said in your office, finding things on their way to collapse was much easier than finding the next bargain. This is where the whole bankers profiteering off of war, and obviously Peter Thiel is not a banker. Jeffrey worked in finance for bankers and stuff, but like they're from the banker class, if you will. This is where I look at that and go, well, here you go. I've never seen you so speechless this much.
I feel bad that I'm so shocked. It's so sickening. I didn't realize it was this deep. These are the people that are still running the country.
Yes.
They're running the economy.
I have noticed a very strange behavior among the rich folk. I've been delivering since 2014, and I have never seen the rich folk prepping like they've been doing the last 2 months. They have buying, a lot of them have been buying dry foods, buying generators. A lot of them have been trying getting dry foods, rice, beans, all this stuff I've been delivering. And when I delivered, they're like, oh, put in a garage. One of this other guy, he has his whole entire garage built out. And when I asked him why is he doing it, he's just like, my gut feeling. So I don't know what they're being prepped for. Why are they buying so many of the emergencies, but they're buying a lot. They're prepping, and I deliver to people who are earning million plus. Some of these houses are $2-3 million, and they're prepping for something, not to leave or go anywhere, just to stay in. They're prepping. That's highly suspicious. What do you guys think?
All right. They asked me to show you if this is a Subtropolis. You don't know about this place. Show the outside of this place. It's got this fake truck stop right here. Look, let me show you. Brand new Pilot PJ Fresh, so you know it's new. This is all the truck parking there is here. This truck stop ain't meant for sleeping. I'll show you what's on the back side of this truck stop. This is what they don't show you. Look, it goes right into the caves. You go through the truck stop, and you get into these caves that go any country you can get to through these caves. I'll take you to the entrance. I tried to get fuel here once in the truck, and I can't get a fuel card that'll work here. It's not for sleeping. That place right there, it's not for sleeping. It's for fueling up and going over here. Look, I'll show you these flags of every country you can get to through this tunnel. That's the entrance right there. I've been in there before, but security chased me. There's security right there too. But look at all the countries you can get to from inside that cave. From inside this cave here too. Right there. All these countries you can get to from right here. Inside there. I've been in there before. I wanted to film in there, so I brought my wife and my kids with me so they wouldn't arrest me. They just thought we were looking for something cool to look at. It goes in all the way miles and miles, and then it breaks off There's stores. There's everything you need down there. Right there. And someone's coming right there. Yeah, they'll chase you out. They don't talk about this place out there. They don't talk about the fake truck stop. Fake railroad tracks right here. This gate closes here. There's two different gates here. There's like a little gate there you'd see in a house, and then there's gates here. It's really weird. If you try to park your truck right there, there's a security guard right there in that police thing. They won't let you park your truck there unless you can prove you got business. How do you prove that? I gotta get to work.
Goes on forever, but just let you see a little bit more.
There's 20, 18 20.
Built over 30 years ago. It took them like 10 years to build. He's not going in the top secret areas. Look at these blast doors.
One of Cheyenne Mountain's nicknames, if you will, is America's Fortress. So we do occasionally, we'll call ourselves America's Fortress for a reason, and that is because we are, by design, here for the worst day in American history. We are sitting here today as the #1 DoD rated EMP protected facility. We like to say we're the most secure facility in America, because when you're doing command and control of our nation's defense, the security levels are very, very high. Hearing that thud of the blast door shutting, it leaves an impression on you that you're inside some place that not everybody can get to, and it's someplace important. So one of the ways I try to describe what Cheyenne Mountain is for, and really kind of an analogy that people can understand why it's here and what our mission is I equate it to the nervous system in the human body. If you sort of see satellites, ground-based sensors around the world, mobile systems that send us signals, all those hundreds and thousands of sensors around the world that send signals back to us to tell us about an airplane, about a missile launch, about stuff in space for our national defense. If you equate those to sort of the nervous system of our body, ground-based sensors, satellites are out there. They're going to be the first things that sense or detect something going on. Then they have to be fed somewhere. And so what Cheyenne Mountain really is sort of becomes the brain stem where all those nerves come into, similar to your body. We correlate that data so that it becomes a coherent message. And then we pass it on then to the decision makers, the national leaders of the United States, the President, the Secretary of Defense, the National Command Authority in the Pentagon. But before they get it, it has to be that correlated. So that's kind of where I look at it as sort of the brainstem of our nervous system. So part of my job as the Deputy Director for the base is kind of like running an underground city. And with that comes some very unique challenges. And the fire department is one of the most unique fire departments I've ever worked with in my entire career. But likewise, civil engineers, the structural folks have to watch geological movement, rock falls, spalling of the rock in the tunnels. That also presents a very unique mission set. Our communications engineers, how do you get comm lines into a tunnel a mile underground? And then the plethora of other base support functions that I have to provide every day. A small chapel, a small hospital, a small dining facility, those life services that you want to bring to the employees that are down here doing the mission. So we always have to keep an eye towards that modernization, that reinvestment that goes along with the new mission systems, the new mission partners that move in, so that we can continue to provide that national defense for the next 50 years.
On the day the world ended, the fate of mankind was carried in a small metal box. In a secret location, architects, scientists, and engineers met and concluded that there was only one hope for our future: to build an underground city designed to keep its citizens protected for generations to come.
Secure the box. Set it for 200 years. We'll keep them in the city for 200 years.
You're certain it'll be long enough?
None of us can be certain of anything. We can hope. Growing up with no knowledge of a world outside, future generations will be spared sorrow for what they've lost. For the good of all mankind.